Hi everyone, welcome in SAS Programming 90 Days. So today we are starting with the SAS Via. So what is a SAS Via and why we are using SAS Via, we will see. So this is a day 11. Okay, SAS Via is a cloud-enabled in-memory analytics engine that provide a quick, accurate, and reliable analytical insights. Okay, so basically we are using SAS Via for the analytic purpose. We are using for SAS Visual Analytics. We can visualize our data, visual statics. So this is all the features of the SAS Via. So we have six features of the SAS Via. We are doing six these things with the help of the SAS Via. Okay, so SAS Visual Analytics, we are doing SAS Visual Statics. Okay, SAS Visual Machine Learning, SAS Visual Data Science, SAS Data Science Programming, and SAS Visual Data Science Decisioning. Okay, so this is all related to the machine learning and advanced analytics we are doing with the SAS Via. Okay, so SAS Via, so this is all the content that we are doing in the session: that data access, data preparation, data quality, information catalog, and second is advanced flow steps. What is advanced flow steps? And they are the information governance, visualization, and the reporting, statics, metrics, programming, machine learning and deep learning, model deployment and the management, forecasting, text analytics, optimizations, economic tricks and digital decisions, decisioning, and even streaming and analytics. Okay, so first we are starting with the SAS Visual Analytics. So we will understand what are the six features of the SAS Via one by one. So first is SAS Visual Analytics. So what the SAS Visual Analytics will be do? The Visual Analytics is visually explore the data to discover new patterns. Okay, and create and share smart visualization and interactive reports, all with a single and self-service interfaces. Gain insights and find stories hidden in your data using the augmented analytics and advanced capabilities. Okay, so this is the example for the SAS Visual Analytics. So how we are viewing our data, how we are finding the new patterns in the data. Okay, so coming to the next one, next is the SAS Visual Statics. So put better models into the action, faster interactive data exploration and discovery for multiple users. Easily create, refine, use number of predictive models on the fly to ask more question and get more results. Okay, and this is related to the more finding the models. Okay, creating the models and exploring our data. Okay, next is the visual machine learning. So expand the breadth of the analytics with the embedded machine learning and deep learning capabilities accessible across your organization from a single location. Okay, so this is help for the visual machine learning. Next is visual data science. So take your data science capabilities to next level with more expensive modeling capabilities, and that add a text analytics, forecasting, optimization, and econometrics to your environment. Okay, so this is for the SAS Visual Data Science. Next is SAS Data Science Programming. Support a decisioning by creating, embedding, and governing the analytical driven decision flow at a scale in real time or batch. Deploy analytics and decisions in stream to gain insights and take action at the edge. Okay, this is used for data science programming. Next and the last is SAS Visual Data Science Decisioning. Okay, get the ultimate analytics experience with the access all SAS via analytics capabilities plus the power to incorporate the analytics into real-time interactions and event-based abilities. Okay, this is used for data science. Okay, next so first we are starting with the how to prepare a data in the with the SAS via. So SAS data preparation with the SAS via. Okay, so be prepared. An introduction of SAS data preparation. SAS data preparation provide the interactive self-services environment for users who need to access blend shape and cleanest data to prepare the reporting analytics. Okay, so let's see the SAS via first. Okay, this is my SAS via. So how we are logging the SAS via? So I will provide the link in the description. Okay, this is the link for the SAS via. So this is the 14 days free trial you can access for the 14 days. Okay, after that this is only for the 14 days for learning. Okay, so you need to log in and you need to activate this SAS via. Okay, so this is the first environment you can see whenever you open your SAS via. Okay, next so we are going for the data preparation. Okay, so first is data preparation. SAS data preparation is a advanced profiling and data discovery. So how we are doing this? So first of all we need to click on the application menu. Okay, so this is a SAS via first view. Okay, now you can see here we have some menu bar here. You need to click here. Okay, this is a application menu. I click on the application menu. Now we have all these features. First is analytics life cycle, then we have streaming analytics, then administration. Okay, so analytics and lifecycle is used for related to my data discovery and overview. Okay, manage data, prepare data, discovery, explore and visualization. So manage data and prepare data we are using. Okay, then we have using for visualization we are using explore and visuals. We are also building the models, manage models, build decisions, share and collaborations. We are sharing this. Okay, and develop the SAS code. We can also write the SAS code like in the SAS easy we are writing the SAS code. Same here we are also writing the code. Okay, so first we need to click here for the because I want to access my data, so I'm clicking on the manage data. Okay, so this is the steps I write it. Okay, first of all application data, then manage data. Then in the manage data we have three options: available, data source and the import. Okay, so I click on the manage data. Okay, in the manage data now you can see in the left hand side in the above we have the available, data source and the import. Okay, available is related to all SAS data that is available here by default. Okay, then we have the data source. Okay, now if you want to create a connection you can create your connection here related to the SQL ODBC. You can create some connections. Next we have the import. If you have some libraries, okay, so you can drag your local files and also your libraries here. Okay, for the local files you need to you want the local file or the Microsoft Excel. If you want to Microsoft Excel you need to uh, import from the here from the local files. Okay, so this is all how we are importing data into the SAS via. Okay, let's suppose I'm using here one data set. Okay, client info I'm using here. So this is the SAS bot. Okay, this is a on this is the data provided by the SAS. Okay, so I click here for on this data. Okay, now you can see here we have the client info data here. Now first tab is details. Now we have the detail. In the detail they are showing the ID, name, address, city, state, zip, phone and product and purchase. This is four uh, this is four columns, sorry, 9 columns are here. Then we have sample data. In this sample data this showing the details of my data, all brief details. Okay, ID, name, address, okay, and the actual data what we have, but only they showing the 100 data. Okay, by default they showing this sample row as 100. If you want to expand you can expand it. Okay, next is profile. In the profile they will be show about your data brief details. So let's suppose in my data we have the address. In the address we have unique, 100% is unique, null is 0, blank is 0, pattern count is 29. Okay, Then we have the minimum. What is a minimum? What is a mean, median, mode, and standard? So by default they will be do the all the analytics whenever your data in the SAS via. Okay, all the about the data length. What is a data length? What is a primary key or not? This is a primary key or not? Minimum length, maximum length, everything they will be show in the profile. Okay, so null data is 0, that is very good. Blank data is we have no blank data. Okay, pattern count they done. Okay, mean, the id mean is here, and the purchase address, purchase details, because whatever will be the your numeric that that is showing with the hash, and that is a is showing in this is the your uh, character data. Okay, so this is about my data. Okay, so now your data is here. Now we need to click, you see the all the details, you view the details, sample data, and the profile. Now you need to click here on the run profile. Okay, so if I click on the run profile, okay, it's taking 1 minute to load your data. Okay, okay, and before the run profile you need to click in the above. We have the setting option. Here is your id. Okay, in the below id you have the setting option. In the setting option we have the profile. In the profile, if you see that analyze column content while running a profile, it is not checked, you need to check it. Okay, check it and close it. Okay, then run your profile. Run is, I have already run it. Okay, now I click on the action. In the action I click on the prepare data. Okay, so I click on the prepare data. Now my data is opening in my, okay, now my data is opening in my transforms. Okay, this is my transforms. Here I need to transform my data. Transform means, let's suppose I want to convert my column, manage my columns. Okay, column transformation is here. Custom transformation, data quality transformation, transforms I want. Okay, multi input transforms or raw input transforms are here. Okay, so let's suppose if you want to change anything in your data, you can change it. And you if you want any analysis on your data, so you can do all the transformation here. Okay, so by default the data quality transform, mainly we are using this one, data quality transforms. Okay, let's suppose I'm using these match codes. Okay, I want to match the name with the sorry, let's suppose address and the state. Okay, anything you match, you want, you can match it. Okay, and let's suppose you want to standardize, you can. If you want to remove duplicates, you can remove it. Okay, let's suppose I want to convert, change a case. I want to change case on my data. Okay, so I double click on this change case. Okay, so I want my name will be in all in the uppercase. Okay, so replace source column. So I click on the replace source column and run. Okay, now you can see in the right hand side, whatever it will be, your step will be doing in this column here, that will be recording here. The same like the Power BI. In the Power BI also, whenever we are changing anything, that will be recorded in the right hand side. If you want to delete, you can delete it, that step, and you can undo that step. And okay, so I replace it. Now you can see here my names, all names are the uppercase. Okay, now you can see here we have city, we have state also here. So I'm adding this. Also I want to change state name as a upper. Okay, so state name is now also in the uppercase. Okay, now state change is on the uppercase. Okay, now this is my step is done. Okay, state is done. Okay, now this is my second change for the name I have done. For the name also I want to change, so you need to click on the add transform. I didn't click on the add transform, that's the reason it's showing only the one here. So now I click on the add transform. Now this is my second step. First step is name transform, the second step first is name transform, then we have the state transforms. Okay, so both step is done. So now my data is prepared. So anything you want more transform in your data, so you can. Okay, so this is done. Now I'm saving my data, save plan. Okay, so my plan is the I'm giving plan and as name. Okay, and the target table name is 2 in client info 2. Okay, and this is the cache. Okay, by default they are saving the cloud. Okay, okay, now so this is save as a plan and. Okay, so first my data is saved. Okay, so I prepared my data, I transform it data. So if you want to more transformation, you can do it. Okay, so this is all about the how we are exploring our data, how we are importing our data, how we are managing our data with this data preparation. Okay, so first is we have done we have created the data. Next is prepared data records. You can manipulate a data, transform your data. Okay, so this is the second step so that we are doing. No, that is we have done already. Okay, so column transform in this we are after selection data, click on run profile. Okay, we click on the run profile and they prepare the data. Then we have five types of transformation there: column transform, custom transform, data quality transform, multi input transforms, and the row transforms. Okay, that we have done. Okay, now my data is prepared and also I saved my data. Okay, and this is the run plan. Okay, click on the run plan. Okay, now if I want to see my data, so where is my data? So I'm going here in the manage data again. Okay, now I'm checking my data. Okay, now I'm checking my data info. This is my info 2 data, client info 2. So I click on the client info 2. Now you can see here we have let's see the sample data. In the sample data we have name and the state, both are the in the capitals. Okay, in the uppercase okay, that I changed in my data. Okay, so that is a way how we are checking the data if my data is transformed or not. Next is SAS data preparation. In we are doing the schedule a data studio plan job with a scheduler plan job every day and the hour. Let's suppose now you want run your data every day. Okay, your data is every day. By default something is adding in your data. Okay, then we are what we are doing, we are creating the scheduler, same like the Power BI. In we are creating the scheduler, same here we are also creating the scheduler something. Okay, so how we are creating that scheduler? So we need to click on the application menu, then open a plan. Okay, what my plan, this is my plan. Okay, so now in this plan we have we need to create a new job. Okay, so here this is here. Okay, now I click on the in the double click here. Okay, I click on the run profile. So for scheduling the job, we need to click here on the open a plan. Okay, so that is available in the prepare data. Okay, so I click on the prepare data, then open a plan. In the open a plan, we have multiple plans are here. So I created this plan underscore n. Okay, so I click on the plan underscore n, then open. Okay, now you can see here we have this data. Okay, open plan. So we have two things we have done, change cases we have done. Now we need to click here in the these three dots, then we have the new job. Okay, you need to click on the new job. Okay, let's suppose I'm creating plan and job. Okay, this is run my job daily. So in the description I write it, I want to run my job on the daily basis. Okay, anything you can write. Okay, so this is my job is created. Okay, now next we need to go here in the manage workflow application menu, then manage environment. Sorry, manage environment you need to click. Okay, in the manage environment. Okay, it's taking a time. Okay, in the manage environment you will see the settings option, this settings signs. This is for the jobs and the flows. You need to click on the jobs and flow, then we have need to click on the scheduling. In the scheduling, you will be see that job folder. Okay, you need to click on the that one, plan one job. Okay, this is one plan job is here. Okay, right now they're showing the something schedule. Okay, so if you want to schedule is let's suppose I'm editing as a plan one schedule. Okay, you want to trigger something, you can trigger it. Okay, let's suppose I'm taking as a trigger on daily basis. Okay, on daily basis time is 7:55. Okay, so if you want to change time, let's suppose I'm changing as 19:55. Okay, then okay, save, then save it. Okay, so this is my schedule is done. So every day that will be run on daily basis, they will be create a new job here. Okay, so this is how we are creating the schedule for your job. Okay, so for your code you want to mm, refresh your data, and every refresh whenever your data will be refreshed, you want to do this that we created analysis on daily basis. Okay, we want to uppercase on daily basis, we can perform some triggers on that particular ones. Okay, thank you so much guys for today's session.